Eagles Nation, we were successful yesterday in the owners' meetings as the Tush push remains push on for the 2025 NFL season. They tried to take it away. They tried to use some language that I personally think would have just completely shifted the way that the NFL was played, but I digress. It is gone. And the Philadelphia Eagles once again win. The Philadelphia Eagles once again come out on top as 22-10. Same score as that wild card game, Packers fans. Make sure you remember that. The Philadelphia Eagles remain with the tush push. The NFL remains with the tush push. And this was the right call. Because I've talked about this before at length on the channel. And I was out of town yesterday. I didn't get to do a reaction video like this. Posted a short that did all right. But the Eagles, what we would have saw if the tush push was banned was a step backwards for competition, a step backwards for the NFL that I know. It would have been soft. It would have been weak. It would have been anti-competition to ban the tush push. One team in the NFL runs it as effectively as the Eagles. That's it. It's not an unstoppable play that all 32 teams run, and anytime you get into a 3rd down and 2, a 4th and 1, every team's running it and every team's successful with it. Hell, we saw in the AFC Championship game, the Buffalo Bills struggled to convert it. It's a skill thing. Whether you want to attribute it to Jalen Hurts, whether you want to attribute it to the Eagles having 2 back-to-back All-Pro centers, having one of the better offensive lines in football, some combination, whatever you'd like to attribute it to skill-wise. The Eagles have that skill better than any team in the NFL. And my general message to the rest of the NFL is get better. Figure out how to run it at a high clip, or figure out how to stop it. It's not like the Eagles haven't been stopped running the play before. And it's certainly not like other teams haven't been stopped trying to run the play before. There is a skill gap involved in this play. And removing a play because you don't want to get better at it, you don't want to find a way to stop it, it's soft. And it would have been lame. And an example of this that I use again is Dallas Cowboys kicker, Brandon Aubrey. In my estimation, the best kicker in football. If that man starts knocking down 70-yard field goals like they're as automatic as 45-yarders, and the rest of the NFL, only a hand select of guys could hit 60-yarders, only a few guys will attempt 65-yarders, and this guy's knocking down 70-yarders, and then this upcoming offseason they say, let's ban field goals of more than 70 yards. What would the reaction be? Because in my estimation, it's the same thing here. A skill issue that people are not willing to get better at, but it gives a team a competitive advantage. It would have been soft. It would have been weak. And I gotta be honest, Eagles fans, I think the ban's eventually still one day coming. It didn't happen this year, but 22-10, it's close. And you change up the wording a little bit, and maybe you can get 2 teams to flip. But as things currently stand, the tush push remained. The Eagles, the Ravens, the Lions, the Browns, the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Jets, the Saints. Who am I missing here? I'm missing 2 teams that voted to keep the tush push. I want to pull this list up because I want to give credit where credit is owed. Because these 10 teams, in my opinion, did not run from fear. The Eagles, the Ravens, the Browns, the Saints, the Lions, the Jaguars, the Titans, the Patriots, the Jets, the Dolphins. Those are the 10 teams that voted to keep the tush push alive. Those are the 10 teams that I would like to thank. The reports out of that meeting are crazy. Jeffrey Lurie, Eagles CEO, known as the owner, the guy who makes the decisions, emphatic speech. Went out there and was really giving the work, talking about competition in this play. Jason Kelsey, Well, I'm not going to lie to you guys. After the whole Chiefs Super Bowl debacle, was a little bit on my bad side. Came up when it mattered for the Philadelphia Eagles. Went there and said that this is not an injury risk play, which to me is still the dumbest argument out there. Just say what you mean. Say you don't want to compete with the play. Say it's bad television. Don't try to hide behind injury risk that isn't there. And Jason Kelce stood up for that. Said, hey, I didn't retire because of this play. He's like, if I could only run this play, I'd still be playing. Let that be known. It's a win. It's a win for the good guys. It's a win for the Philadelphia Eagles. Be sure to drop your thoughts on the comment section down below. If you love the Eagles and you're not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that button. I appreciate your support. Peace.